What if I told you that the biggest war happening right now isn't being fought on any battlefield? What if it's actually happening inside your own mind? We're going to explore something called the God Complex Protocol.
You see, all the headlines, they scream about missiles, about troops on the ground, but the real war, the one that actually matters, isn't being fought with missiles.
No, it's a much quieter, almost silent war. And it's being fought for something way more valuable than land. It's a war for your attention, for your emotions, and at the end of the day, for your consent.
And you have to understand, this isn't just random chaos. It's not just noise. It's a blueprint, a carefully designed psychological operation with a very specific goal, to guide exactly how you react.
And that's where this protocol comes in. Its whole purpose is to steer you along a very specific emotional path. First, make you terrified, then make you polarized, picking a side, and finally, make you obedient. It's a journey from fear to loyalty.
All right, so let's break this down. Let's talk about that first phase, this mirage of escalation. I mean, have you ever felt it? That constant nagging feeling that we're always on the brink of something terrible.
Yeah, that feeling where every single little conflict, no matter where it is, feels like it could be the start of World War III. Well, that's not by accident. That feeling is manufactured. It's a tactic.
It has a name: strategic gaslighting. Think about it. The goal isn't total annihilation. It's to perform just enough violence, just enough chaos to keep you and me and everyone else in a constant state of fear, to keep us all locked in survival mode.
And they keep us in that state of anxiety using a really, really powerful psychological loop. The tactic is called
The Controlled Outrage Loop, and its name tells you everything you need to know. It is a cycle that is specifically designed to bypass your critical thinking, to make you react emotionally, not logically.
So how exactly does it work? Well, it's actually a pretty simple and pretty brutal three-step process.
Okay, step 1. Provoke fear. You start with some kind of shocking event that gets everyone scared. Step 2. That fear bypasses logic. See, when your brain flips into survival mode, you stop asking critical questions. You're not worried about the economy or corruption anymore. You're just looking for safety.
Because, let's be real, a brain that's just trying to survive isn't asking complicated questions. It's not looking for nuance.
No, it asks for one thing and one thing only: a savior. And right on cue, that's step 3. A leader, a figure, a manufactured messiah steps in and offers protection. And just like that, they gain power, all fueled by the very fear they helped create.
But it goes even deeper than just fear. This protocol gets into weaponizing symbols, hijacking the very idea of identity.
Let's look at a hypothetical example. Let's say, in June 2025, Israel launches something called Operation Rising Lion. Now that name, it's not just a random code name. It's a psychological weapon.
So on one side, you've got Operation Rising Lion. It's a direct attempt to hijack the ancient Persian lion symbol, which is a core part of Iranian identity. It's an attack on their very culture. And on the other side, you have Iran's martyrdom narrative. This is where they frame every single loss as a kind of psychological victory, positioning themselves as the eternal underdog fighting a righteous battle.
This move, it's a classic trick from the dark psychology playbook. It's called the hero-victim switch. By always painting yourself as the victim, you can justify almost anything you do, both to the outside world and to your own people.
Which brings us to a really crucial point. You aren't really watching a war in the traditional sense. What you're watching is more like a global Rorschach test. What you see says more about you and the stories you've been told than it does about what's actually happening.
And just when you think it can't get any more complicated, it does. Because now, this entire battlefield has moved online. We're in the digital fog.
So picture this. It's 2026. Cyber attacks aren't just about shutting down websites anymore. Now they're pattern-of-life manipulations. We're talking about AI systems designed to subtly, quietly change how you think and what you do, all without you ever noticing.
Just imagine, you get a text on your phone. It looks official, a government alert. It says your neighborhood is the next target, but it's fake. Think about the panic, the chaos, the complete breakdown of trust. All of it engineered by a few lines of code. This is what modern war looks like.
When you're hit with that much conflicting information, deep fakes, fake alerts, your brain does the only thing it can to protect itself.
It gets to a point where you can't tell what's real anymore. This is cognitive dissonance. And the ultimate goal, it's not to make you believe one side or the other. It's to make you so exhausted that you just stop caring. Your indifference is their victory.
Okay, so after all that, where does this leave us? This is the war for your mind, which leads to the final, most important question. The question we're all conditioned to ask is, who's winning? Is it Iran? Is it Israel? But I'm telling you, that is the wrong question. It's designed to be a distraction. The real question, the one that actually matters, is this: who is controlling what you think? The real war isn't happening in some far-off desert. It's happening on your phone, it's in your social media feed, and it's right between your ears.
So from now on, every time you scroll past a headline, every time you see a breaking news alert, just ask yourself one simple question. Is this news, or is this an injection of fear? Because in this war, winning the battle for your own mind, well, that's the only victory that truly counts.